Unmasking the hidden dangers, Stoicism, and the power of inner clarity. Have you ever walked into a room, exchanged pleasantries with someone, and yet walked away feeling off? Like something beneath their smile didn't match their words? You couldn't explain it. There was no proof, no confrontation. But deep down, something in you whispered, "Be careful." That's not paranoia, that's wisdom knocking. In a world overflowing with curated images, rehearsed kindness, and calculated charm, recognizing what's real and what's dangerous has become an essential life skill. And that's where Stoicism becomes your silent shield. Today, we're peeling back the layers of hidden envy, false friendship, and subtle manipulation. These aren't loud threats. They don't announce themselves. They whisper, they smile, they blend in, and they drain your energy, cloud your judgment, and quietly derail your peace. But what if you could spot them before they take root? What if you could train your inner clarity to act like a compass, always guiding you toward truth and away from chaos? Stick with me, because this episode could transform how you read people, set boundaries, and protect your emotional integrity. Let's begin. 1. Beware of excessive agreement. The flattery trap. Imagine someone who always agrees with everything you say. No matter the topic, no matter the moment, they nod, they flatter, they mirror your opinions like a reflection. At first it feels good, comforting even, but if you look closer, there's a strange emptiness behind it all. This is what Epictetus warned us about. He said, "When someone speaks much, it is often to conceal little within." Think about that. People who constantly flatter or echo your every word may not be offering sincerity. They might be trying to win your trust with ease, to gain your favor without revealing their true motives. Genuine agreement isn't a script, it's spontaneous. It carries weight, depth, and occasionally disagreement. True friends won't hesitate to offer a differing view. They respect you enough to be honest, not just agreeable. Ask yourself, do they ever challenge you respectfully? Or do they just mold themselves to fit what you want to hear? Discernment here isn't about suspicion. It's about clarity, because knowing who's real and who's playing a role protects your time, your trust, and your peace. 2. Watch how they react to your success. The echoes of envy. Envy rarely shouts. It hides behind silence, shrugs, forced smiles, polite disinterest. Picture this. You share exciting news, maybe a promotion, a personal milestone, or a bold new goal. And instead of celebration, you get a cold, "That's nice," or a sudden change of subject, or worse, subtle undermining. Marcus Aurelius once advised, "Do not be surprised by the behaviors of others. Study them." Envy is not always obvious, but it leaks through body language, tone, and timing. Pay attention to the way someone responds when you're rising. Genuine people light up with your joy. They clap when you win. They offer support without comparison. But those threatened by your growth often try to dim your light just enough so theirs can seem brighter. So observe. Who cheers for you when no one else is watching? Who tries to match or mute your momentum? Envy can be corrosive, but only if you're blind to it. Once you see it, you reclaim your power. So 3, fortify your defense with inner virtue. Now let's get to the heart of it. No matter how skillfully others may disguise envy or dishonesty, your greatest defense isn't confrontation. It's your character. Stoicism teaches us that when surrounded by deceit or insecurity, our power lies not in reaction, but in reinforcement. You don't have to play their game. You don't need to outsmart the manipulator or mirror their energy. You rise above, not by force, but by alignment, by becoming so rooted in your values that no storm can sway you. Ask yourself, are you acting with integrity even when others aren't? Are you staying calm even when provoked? Are you choosing truth even when lies are easier? Virtue isn't showy. It doesn't need applause, but it creates an aura, an unshakable presence that fake people cannot manipulate and envious ones cannot touch. When you're anchored in discipline, compassion, and truth, you don't need to control others. You simply stop being controllable. Final thought for today. The world doesn't always reveal its dangers through loud alarms. Sometimes the most threatening people wear the warmest smiles. But with the lens of Stoic wisdom, you gain something far more powerful than suspicion. You gain sight. True peace comes not from avoiding all harm, but from becoming someone who cannot be easily harmed. So the next time someone seems off, Don't dismiss it. Observe. Reflect. Choose how you respond, because protecting your peace is not selfish, it's self-respect. Continuing from before, earlier we uncovered how Stoic wisdom helps us see through flattery, envy, and emotional manipulation. But awareness is only the beginning. The next step is learning how to stand firm, how to respond with grace, clarity, and calm strength when confronted with hidden toxicity. Let's keep building your inner armor. And alert 4. Stay rooted in virtue. Let your integrity speak louder than words. Sometimes the most powerful response is no reaction at all. When you stay motionless, not out of passivity but out of discipline, you embody something rare in today's world: self-mastery. Root yourself in humility, kindness, and honesty. These virtues aren't signs of weakness, they are the quiet force that disarms deception. Why? Because people driven by false motives thrive on drama, chaos, and reaction. But when they're met with calm truthfulness and unwavering decency, their manipulations lose momentum. Imagine it like this: your integrity becomes a mirror, and those around you, they can't help but see their true reflection in it. It exposes both the authentic and the artificial. You don't have to attack or accuse, just be with character, with calm, with consistency. And in that stillness, others are forced to reckon with who they really are. Kernel 5. Trust isn't instant. It's earned slowly, like seasons changing. In a world of instant gratification, we often forget one of the oldest truths: real trust takes time. Seneca said it clearly: time reveals all things, and it does, always. People with hidden motives often try to move fast. They want your confidence now, your approval now, your friendship now, because if they wait too long, their mask might slip. Have you ever noticed how those with false intentions push for closeness too quickly? They offer exaggerated praise, grand gestures, or sudden emotional intimacy, not because it's real, but because it's strategic. But trust built that way is fragile. It's based on illusion, not truth. Real trust is different. It's quiet, steady, built over countless small moments, when words align with actions, when respect replaces pressure, and when someone shows up for you without needing the spotlight. So next time someone rushes to gain your trust, pause. Ask yourself, are they consistent or just convincing? Are they showing up or just showing off? Let time do its job, because it always tells the truth. 6. Watch for blame shifting and excuses. The red flags of false character. Now we step into one of the clearest signals of an insincere person: a refusal to take responsibility. People of integrity own their mistakes, they reflect, they correct. But those with false intentions, they dodge, they shift the blame, they create stories to excuse their actions. Epictetus reminded us, people are not disturbed by things but by the view they take of them. This is key. When someone constantly reframes situations to avoid fault, always the victim, never the cause, it's not just frustrating, it's revealing. It tells you how they view life, and how they'll treat you when things go wrong. Watch how they behave under pressure. Do they acknowledge their role in the problem, or do they cast blame like a shield? Character isn't revealed in comfort, it's revealed in challenge. And if someone consistently avoids accountability, deflects, or plays the martyr whenever they're called out, take note. No matter how charming they appear on the surface, beneath that charm may lie a dangerous pattern. Use logic, stay calm, observe behavior, not just words, because at the end of the day, people show you who they are, especially when things don't go their way. Final reminder for today. Building a Stoic mindset doesn't mean you cut off from others. It means you stay connected to truth, to consistency, to your own moral compass. By rooting yourself in virtue, letting time test trust, and recognizing the signs of evasion and blame, you create a life guarded not by walls, but by wisdom. Stay calm, stay alert, stay anchored, because your peace is too valuable to hand over to anyone who hasn't earned it. Final reflection, stay grounded in truth. Thank you for joining us here at the Stoic Guide as we've unraveled the subtle dangers of envy, falsehood, and manipulative behavior. These aren't just abstract ideas, they're real forces that can quietly disrupt your peace, your focus, and your most valued relationships. But here's the truth. When you cultivate self-awareness, when you respond with emotional resilience, and when you stay anchored in your values, you become unshakable. That's the heart of Stoicism. It's not about becoming cold, it's about becoming clear, about protecting your peace without losing your compassion, and about building connections that are rooted in integrity, not illusion. If today's insights resonated with you, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. There's more wisdom ahead, and we're just getting started. Stay strong, stay grounded, stay stoic, and until next time, live with purpose, clarity, and calm.